Okay, this is where it gets difficult, people, because I'm filming and it's dark and it's finally NaNoWriMo season. Hooray! Okay, so it can't be autumn slash winter slash approaching Christmas without NaNoWriMo. If you're not familiar with what NaNoWriMo is, it's National Novel Writing Month, which comes around every November, and it's basically a writing challenge where hundreds of thousands of people across the world join in their bid to write a 50,000 word novel in a month. Sounds doable, right? Well, it completely is. You just have to have a lot of determination and a lot of time. You might have seen for the past 2 years I've done videos on NaNoWriMo. I think this is my 6th year doing NaNoWriMo. That's insane. If it's not my 6th year, it's my 5th year. But basically for the past 2 or 3 years I've done videos about NaNoWriMo, either announcing my project or talking through some tips and ideas. So I'm going to link those videos down below. I'm not going to do a repeat of my top tips for NaNoWriMo because they're basically the same as what I've said in previous years. I'm gonna link those down below. Please watch them. They're very, very helpful, full of informative stuff which you need to know. So, NaNoWriMo 2016. I can't believe it's come around to this time of year again. I love this time of year and I hate this time of year. Mainly because I'm about to start a new job and I also want to do NaNoWriMo. So that's going to be really difficult. And I might have shot myself in the foot there, mainly because it might be nigh on impossible to write a 50,000 word novel in a month whilst I have a new job to get to grips with. So we'll see how well that goes. So I am doing NaNoWriMo this year. You can add me as a buddy. I will link it down below. I'm just Lucy the book Belle, and hopefully you guys can find me, but do add me as a buddy. I will try and add you back and we can get through this together. Also, please do follow me along on Twitter where I will be posting my daily moanings and ramblings and help I can't do this moments almost continuously throughout the month. So I am at BookBelleReads on Twitter, and let's do this together, guys. So do follow me on Twitter and share my pain. So the project I am doing this year is a project that I started at the start of the year. It is a project I've got about 7,000 words into, and I realised that to some people this might be cheating. So the usual style of NaNoWriMo is you can write a novel, a short story, whatever, in whatever language, whatever style, but it has to be 50,000 words in length. To win NaNoWriMo, you have to hit that target. What is difficult is that I've got this really great idea that I love and I've already started it. So what my goal is for NaNoWriMo is to finish this novel. So I probably will be writing 50,000 words because the finished draft will obviously be longer than 50,000 words. I've already got 7,000, so hopefully doing NaNoWriMo will help me to finish this project. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about what my project is about because it's very new to me, it's very fresh. I still don't know where it's going because I'm not an outliner, and this year I'm determined to outline the story. In the past, I never outline, and I get to the 30,000 word mark and I go, oh crap, this is really rubbish and I don't know where to go from here. And I usually try and draft at that point. I usually try and put a plan together of where the next few chapters will be. Basically what I've learned is I should have done that at the start. I would have saved myself a lot of pain, and if you've never done NaNoWriMo before, or you're not really experienced, you've only done probably a year of NaNoWriMo, that's my number one tip, really, is make sure you outline just a little bit. It will help you in the long run. It's also fair to say that I have won NaNoWriMo once. I won in the first year I did it, when I had just graduated. I didn't have a job, so I sat at home. You know, I was listening to Christmas songs and Lady Gaga's Art Pop album. I remember this vividly, and I was just writing, and it was blissful, and I finished it. It was a pile of drivel, but those things can't be helped. You can only get better with practice. Now this project is a YA fantasy, the only thing I write. It's basically, I love writing YA fantasy because I see it as a challenge in terms of the world building, the characterization and the plot, and getting those things very in sync, and that is really difficult. What I've termed this project is Project Hunter, and I've got a Spotify playlist. I might make it public. If I know how to, I will leave the link down below and you can follow that playlist that basically is all the songs that I'm listening to. And yeah, Project Hunter, it's something that I've dreamt up probably at the start of the year. As I said, it was something that came out of nowhere really. It is all based on a myth. So it's based on two myths to be specific. One is probably better known as a legend, I would say. The other one is definitely a myth. So it's medieval fantasy, so quite a traditional fantasy to be honest. But where I think this story is different is it explores omens and prophecies and how those can mess with your life. And let's leave it at that. I'm really excited about the characters. I recently wrote this scene that I just fell in love with because I was so immersed in it, and that's what I'm really hoping for in NaNoWriMo, that I'll just become completely lost in this world. And it is set in a forest. That might tell you something about, you know, what it's based on, but that's probably all I can tell you about Project Hunter for the moment. If you have any questions about it, do let me know. I'm really excited about it, and I think that's something that in a lot of years I haven't been. I haven't really been excited about the project because, like I said, a lot of the time I don't plan what I'm going to do, and that even includes the first day of NaNoWriMo, the oh crap, what am I going to write about moments. I've had a lot of times like that where it's gotten to midnight on the 1st of November and I've literally just wrote a sentence, any old sentence, and that has turned into an idea and a novel. I think what sets me apart this year is I actually know what I want to write about. I've got it in existing form, or some of it, and I just need to write it. So that is probably everything for my NaNoWriMo introduction video. I am hoping, don't hold me to this, I'm hoping to do weekly vlogs about my Nano experience, and hopefully I can talk a bit more about the novel that I'm writing in those vlogs. I don't want to talk about it too much because it might obviously change and it might go nowhere, who knows. But I'm really, really excited. And if you are doing NaNoWriMo, please add me as a buddy, add me on Twitter, and I'm really excited to be talking about it with you. I'm really excited, if you're doing NaNoWriMo, to hear your tips in the comments, and I look forward to reaching out with you guys and let's go through this together. So I'll leave all links in the description below, and let's do this. Let's write a novel in November. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!